everyone, welcome to today's video and welcome on into my beauty stash. As you can see, the new IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Dark Spots Concealer Serum Like Concealer has landed in my stash, and I'm gonna be here to try it all out for you on my now 41-year-old normal to oily skin. So if you guys want to hear all the deets on this new concealer as well as a little wear test today, keep on watching. Alright guys, I'm just going to give this a good shake before I start applying. I ordered mine directly from the IT Cosmetics website. There are 18 different shades available. I'll scoot over so I can include the shade range. There are 18 different shades of concealer. This is available right now on the IT Cosmetics website, but it is launching very soon at Ulta. And as a matter of fact, Ulta already has it up on their website. It's just not available for purchase yet. And it does retail for $30. So up here at the top, kind of like what we've been seeing lately from several concealers, we're getting like a little dabber brush that you could use if you wanted to use. And then over here, you're getting that small doe foot applicator. Now, the shade that I picked up is shade Fair Warm 2. So I want to say there was another shade above that. I just thought that this sounded like, you know, a good shade match for me. I think it's going to be a good shade match. Let's try it out right now. I'm going to put a line there. I think that looks pretty good. Now I have the original Bye Bye Under Eyes full coverage concealer, which I do plan on doing a dedicated video shortly after you see this one when I wear test these side by side. So if you want to see that type of video, just know it's coming up soon. This one I have in the shade Light. I'm going to just put a little bit on the back of my hand first, because a little bit of this one goes a long way. And I'm not too sure if they've changed the shade names, because I do have like a sample size of that one, the original one. But here is the new one. This one's going to be full coverage. The new one says it's going to be more medium coverage. It says it's going to be lightweight on the skin, and it's also going to provide us with some added skincare ingredients like niacinamide, hyaluronic acid, and I feel like there was one more because it's also going to be a hydrating, brightening. Of course, it's going to conceal. Felt like there was a third ingredient there that they were really pointing out, and I'm not seeing. Oh, caffeine, because it's going to brighten the under eye area. So once again, a natural finish is something that I don't mind at all. I love a natural finish foundation. I don't mind if my concealer is a natural finish as well. So the way I'm gonna go about today's wear test is one side of the face, I'm just going to straight up put the concealer everywhere, treat it like a foundation. That way we can just see on a larger area, on a larger scale, how this concealer is going to wear on my 41-year-old normal to oily skin. Normal out here, oily in the T-zone, especially my nose. And then on the right side of my face, I'm going to treat it as I would a typical foundation, meaning I'm going to go in with some primer, some powder, some setting spray, and I am going to set the right under eye area. Definitely not setting anything over here on the left side. And the primer I'm going to go in with is one of my favorites at the moment, and it is the new one from Glow Recipe. This is the Strawberry BHA Pore Smooth Blur Drops. This stuff is a must-have if you have oily skin. Full-on oily, normal to oily. I mean, this stuff is really gonna help keep you matte and in place, but it also allows the formula of the foundation, or the finish of the foundation, I should say, to peek through. And I say that because if you watched my video from yesterday, which was trying the new Be Perfect Chroma Cover Luminous Foundation, that was a night and day wear test. Like day 2 with this product, wow, made a huge difference. How am I getting glitter already? I have not touched anything that has glitter. Oh, this is my life. All right, so I zoomed you guys in a little closer. Now let's start with, I guess, this side that we just primed already. Feels good. Give it a good shake. I will try to use the little brush that it comes with. Normally, you know, I don't. I just skip over them, but I can see if you're in a bind, pinch, and you just need something, then maybe it'll work. I don't know. Let's try it right now. So it's just like a kabuki style. Let's see what it's gonna do here. The new Physicians Formula Butter Glow Concealer has one. I think that one is more sponge-like. The Urban Decay Quickie Concealer has one. It's definitely more brush-like, and I don't like either. Yeah, I don't like this one either. It's not doing what I need it to do, but now we can say we tried it. Now I'm going in with my Real Techniques brush, and I'm just gonna feather this, and I'll probably use my foundation brush in a second, or my damp beauty sponge, just to press everything into the complexion. This is a cute little brush from Real Techniques. Picked this one up at Ulta. I feel like the blendability is very similar to the original Bye Bye Under Eye. I feel like that one was always a little tougher to blend, and this one is feeling along the lines of the same way. And you would think it wouldn't be, because I'm putting some on the back of my hand. You would think it wouldn't because it's more serum-like, but whatever the case, that is what I'm feeling, that is what I'm seeing. I'm going to use the IT Cosmetics Love Is a Foundation brush just to make sure I get full coverage in here, or as much coverage as it can. Add a little bit more right in here. This part, I'm going to use my damp sponge. I actually think the shade is pretty good. No complaints there. And I wanted something that was going to be closer to my skin tone rather than a little bit lighter for it to be brightening. I mean, just because it says it already has those brightening properties built into it. So figured I'd be okay if I just got my usual shade. But I can definitely see now that this is medium coverage. I have like a little redness there. It's not that camouflaged. Yeah, it's definitely more medium coverage. I was hoping I could build it up a little bit more, but that doesn't seem to be the case. So I'm gonna go in on this other side that I'm not adding any helping products to. And we'll see how this side is going to wear on its own. I have a very long day today, so really putting it to the test. I don't know that I'm necessarily seeing or feeling any hydrating properties from this one. I don't know. It's not, it's very thin, but it's not as, I don't want to say, I feel like the original has a little bit more hydration to it. And even on this side, that I don't have anything underneath it except my sunscreen and my skincare. That's why I like to test these things out in different ways. Okay, I definitely see more of the natural finish on this side versus this side. I'm a little more, I guess, satin, I would say, which is just fine by me. But you can see, you know, there's still a little bit of blemishes peeking through. But I think the shade looks pretty good. Okay, so this is what the complexion is looking like. This side is going to have primer. This one does not. This side will have some setting spray. This side will have not nothing. The only thing I'm going to add today is a little bit of blush. and a little bit of bronzer just to like my forehead and stuff. So let's go in with some Coty Airspun powder. I'm going to do this under my eye area, and I'm going to set the right side of my T-zone. I feel like I'm going to go ahead and set right here as well. I mean, just so we can see, you know. Sometimes when I put concealer here, I will end up setting it. That looks good. Oh man, I should have put the setting spray first. I always forget to do that. I always like to try to put my setting spray before I put any powders on my face. So that just means, that's okay. That just means I'm going to use this one, the One Size Until Dawn, because it's a very lightweight, almost like a dry spray. I'm just going to hold up. This is a nice setting spray. Really, really a good one. Okay, guys, so this is officially what the complexion is looking like. We have everything, a full face, and then we have nothing. Nothing, just concealer. Now this side does still feel a little tacky, obviously because I just applied it, but I'm excited for this. I'm always excited to try a new IT Cosmetics product, especially a concealer. So I'll be back with you guys in about 5 hours. I'll let you see how it's wearing during the midday check-in, and then of course at the end of the day, we will wrap up this wear test. It's probably going to be at least a 12-hour wear test, if not a little longer. And we'll see what it's looking like on my now 41-year-old, I hate to get used to saying that, 41-year-old normal to oily skin. As of right now, everything's in check. Hey guys, this is the 5-hour check-in. We're testing this new one from IT Cosmetics. So here is the side of the face that I did powder down. I did everything. Under the eye is looking good, but I think you can clearly see it's not full coverage. It's definitely true as it says. It's a medium coverage. This does say it's meant for dark spots or covering darkness, but I can still see a little bit of darkness peeking through. But I think on this side, without powder helping products, I still think it looks really good. It's really lightweight and it kind of feels like it set itself. So not bad. Not bad at all. I mean, I like the way my face and makeup looks, but I can see a little bit of oil coming through on this side. I think you can as well. Versus this side is just a little more in check. It still has a lot more hours to go. So I'll be back later with another check-in. Hey guys, this is a 9-hour check-in. Here is the side without powder, and I think you can clearly see that I'm shiny. It's caking up right around here. It kind of seems like it's rubbing off a little bit. I think the coverage has stayed intact though. It's a true medium coverage. I'm definitely liking the way this side of my face looks. Even the under eye area, I can see a slight difference, not a major difference, but I tend to like the side that has powder just a little bit better. Overall, I think this side is wearing much better than this side is. I don't see this like really settling into fine lines, accentuating texture, which I think is great, but I do wish we had a little bit more coverage. I have a few more hours left here at work, and then I'll be back. When I get home, we will wrap up this wear test of the new IT Cosmetics concealer. Okay guys, this is the 14-hour check-in with this new IT Cosmetics concealer. I am really shiny. I don't do touch-ups, guys, when I do these complexion reviews. So what you see is what you get. Clearly, this side without primer and powder is way more shiny. But, you know, the product is still on. It's still on. You know, it doesn't feel tacky either. But I don't think the coverage is there. You know, it's just a true medium coverage. And this says it's going to be, you know, it's for dark spots. It says it here, bye dark spots. I don't know. I mean, I can still see some of the hyperpigmentation that I have peeking through. I think for a product that's going to cover darkness, I think it needs to have a little bit more coverage than what this one provides. It is a lightweight concealer, and I think for those of you that don't like to set your under eye concealer, I think it's going to wear fine because I didn't like see it smearing or budging or rubbing off or anything like that. I do think that this side with the powder looks better than this side without the powder. And you know, it does look a little bit better on this side. Overall,
I don't know. I'm not very impressed by this. I just 2% niacinamide, hyaluronic acid, caffeine. I don't know. I don't feel like it was necessary. And I don't like that a lot of concealers are now coming out with this little applicator, like an on the go type of thing. I don't find them very effective. I mean, yeah, maybe if you're in a bind, but to be honest, I'd rather just use my finger to really melt that product into the skin than use the applicator that it comes with. I like the ingredients. I mean, you're getting some skincare ingredients in this. I just wish it had a little bit more coverage. And I think for something that's supposed to conceal darkness, I think you need more coverage. They released 18 shades in this one, which I think is good for IT Cosmetics. Sometimes their shade ranges are a little on the smaller side. But, first impression, it didn't wow me. Like, I'm not like, oh my God, I need to try this concealer. Oh my God, it's going to become a holy grail. It's just an average concealer at best. I think when you compare it to their OG concealer over here, the Bye Bye Under Eye, I mean, that stuff covers anything and everything. So I would just stick to that one. I pulled out a couple other serum type of concealers in my stash, two of which are from the drugstore, super affordable. The new one from Flower Beauty has been doing awesome in my stash. This is their Get Real serum concealer, but it has a terrible shade range. So if you can find yourself in the shade range, I would definitely recommend this one from Flower Beauty. The NYX one, don't count this one out yet. Don't forget about it. This is their Bare With Me Concealer Serum. This is a fantastic concealer. I've worn this as a foundation too, and it's done a phenomenal job. I know this is a favorite of some of you out there. And last but not least, from Sephora, from QVC as well, the LYS Triple Fix. It says full coverage. It's medium to full coverage, but I really like the finish of this one. It's brightening, it's hydrating, as are all three of these concealers alternatives that I mentioned. They're smoothing, and they've all done a great job in my stash. So I would actually recommend picking up one of these other ones that I've just shown you guys, because I think they do a much better job than this IT Cosmetics one did today. I am still going to do the wear test side-by-side comparison with the original versus this new one, so be on the lookout for that video. I'm going to wear them the same way. I'm going to do one side with primer, powder, setting spray for the new concealer, and then the same thing, just opposite side with the Bye Bye Under Eye concealer. That way you guys, if in case you're curious, you want to see some more reviews, some more wear time with it, don't worry, I have you covered. Now I want to hear from you guys out there. What did you guys think of this new concealer from IT Cosmetics? It's going to be released on Ulta soon, if it's not already by the time this video goes up. But let me know your thoughts. Are you going to be picking it up, or are you going to pass? Sound off in the comments down below. I want to thank you guys so much for watching another one of my videos. You all have a great day or night, wherever it is y'all are at. Stay hydrated, guys. Drink your water. I'll see y'all very soon. Bye.